Are we live? Welcome to another rendition of Tea for this podcast. It's your host and moderator. I'm Krista Don One. Welcome, folks. Feel free, be sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell. Make sure it's select to all. Share this content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. If you want to support the Don Squad movement in this channel even further, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges. You can also super chat me at $ I'm Krista Don One if you want to further support the journey, the grind. Okay, your boy. All right, and if you donate on using the Cash App, donate me through Cash App. YouTube will be a stream sponsor. Last week it was Ryan. This week, today's stream sponsor, the stream sponsor will sponsor this. Will sponsor a lady or a gentleman through the whole entire duration of Too Early for This podcast. Today's stream sponsor, struggling already, is the Dream. All right, the Dream has donated to not only me, but she has donated to the community. All right, now if you're not a subscriber to the Dream, go over there and subscribe to the Dream's channel. She does car content. She goes to car events. She's incredible and as far as knowledgeable about car shows and car in general. So go check her out. Tell her when you subscribe, your boy, I'm Chris the Don One. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. We already struggle streaming. All right. So go check her out. Tell her I'm Krista Don One sent you. All right. And the reason why she's today's stream sponsor is not the fact that she donated through Cash App or through Super Chat. She donated to the community in an amazing way. If you checked out her short, now she's been out for a minute. Haven't she hadn't uploaded anything or been on live, but she uploaded a couple of YouTube shorts, and she had one YouTube short. Jesus Christ, she donated to the YouTube community in a major way with this YouTube short, basically showing the boys off, the double D's, if you know what I mean. That's all natural. All right. There's nothing artificial about the Dream's chest region. And let me tell you something, that YouTube short, you can tell she was not wearing no bra. She had a see-through on, and them nipples were pointing. Okay. You can see the whole entire nipple. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the Dream donated to YouTube in a major way. I don't think it got a lot of views because you know how the YouTube is about sexual content or adult content. They sort of it sort of doesn't fit in the algorithm. That could get 10 million views, but unfortunately, YouTube don't recognize sexual content and stuff like that. I told Dream she should start on OnlyFans. All right, the Dream, you need to start on OnlyFans. Now I know the Dream is married. I have a boyfriend. I'm not. I hope this is not disrespectful. We just got to call it like we see it. But the Dream is the stream sponsor, so go check out her YouTube channel. I'm also going to pin her YouTube channel link in the description. Well, not in the description, but in the comment below. Go check her out, support her, tell her I'm Krista Don One sent you. Now, in order, this is what was going on in today's live stream. Okay. We're going to be talking about Shannon Sharpe, final week at Undisputed. We're going to be talking about those two IG models that got arrested, alleged, quote unquote IG models that were arrested. They had a car full of that powder. We're going to be talking about that. There's some new developments as far as that story goes. We're also going to be talking about Boosie. He snitched on his damn self. We're going to sprinkle in some Casanova, as well as we're going to be talking about other news and notes. Okay. So, nevertheless, let's get it started. The first thing we're going to talk about is Shannon Sharpe. This was Shannon Sharpe last week. Now, if you've been living under a rock, I'll allow your boy to explain. The New York Post reported that a couple of weeks ago that Shannon Sharpe is accepting a buyout, and he's buying out the rest of his contract, and he will no longer be a contributor to FS1 or Undisputed, and he's going to be leaving the network as well as their hit show Undisputed on Fox Sports 1. He's also going to be taking, a lot of people did not know this, I already knew this, Club Shay Shay, he's going to be taking that away from the Fox Sports 1 podcast listening audience. It will be available elsewhere, but he's taking that, as well as he's taking himself away from Fox Sports 1. His final time on air on Undisputed was, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday. It was one of those 2 days. And that was the final show of Undisputed. Normally, once the NBA season is over with, they go on their summer break and they don't return back until like close to the fall and start another new season of Undisputed. Now, Shannon Sharpe has been with Undisputed for like 7 years. If you've also been living under a rock, Skip Bayless recruited Shannon Sharpe, and he just got him from the rubble. A lot of networks passed on Shannon Sharpe when he no longer worked at CBS Sports, allegedly because of some harassment with a female colleague that worked there. Claimed that Shannon Sharpe harassed her sexually, quote unquote, allegedly. And when he was let go at CBS Sports, no one would touch Shannon Sharpe with a 10-foot pole. He was radioactive. Now, he got jobs here and there as a contributor to the NFL Network. He made some appearances on ESPN, but other than that, he didn't have a steady job because no network would touch him. No TV personality would touch him. No media group would touch Shannon Sharpe. It got so bad for Shannon Sharpe, he was doing commentary on NFL games on his Twitch channel. That's how bad it got for Shannon Sharpe. And he always says this, and he always dedicate, him getting the job at Fox Sports 1 and being part of, he also says if it wasn't for Skip Bayless, no one would know the talent of Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is a hard worker. He's incredible. He's knowledgeable about not only the NFL, but all sports. This man does his homework. He takes his job very seriously. He's also very entertaining. He's very funny. We get all that. He's the total package. Okay. He's not that bad on the eyes for the females. Pause. Okay. Pause. So, he's the complete package. And, Skip Bayless pulled him out of the rubble. A lot of networks would took a pass on Shannon Sharpe, and he brought Shannon Sharpe with him to Fox Sports 1, to his show Undisputed. Fox Sports 1 paid a king's ransom to pull Skip Bayless from ESPN. He not only Skip Bayless got one great major bag from Fox Sports 1, he's gotten 2 major bags from Fox Sports 1. Now, when Shannon Sharpe contract was ended last summer, he was in negotiations with Fox Sports 1, and Shannon Sharpe, as well as his representative, said that if Fox Sports 1 truly believe in us, they're gonna have to pay Shannon Sharpe some major coin for him to stay over there at Undisputed. He wanted to be in that A tier, that A gap that Stephen A. Smith gets major money. Skip Bayless gets major money. Troy Aikman gets major money. Pat McAfee gets major money. So Shannon Sharpe said, I have done enough and demonstrated that I deserve a big time bag like that. And not only that, he wanted more influence and more control, a little bit more control on Skip's show, Undisputed. Now, the old regime pretty much gave that, pretty much let Skip Bayless created that show. So that's Skip Bayless's baby. There's no entity or no personality is ever going to have control of that show. And Fox Sports 1 has ties with Skip Bayless, the old regime as well as the new regime. So when they couldn't work out anything, I'm sorry, Shannon Sharpe pretty much said, well, okay, let me go out and go out in free agency and, find someone that's going to not only give me a bag, but give me my own show. Now, a lot of people are pointing out to the ups and downs of Skip and Shannon. I mean, on set, they have, out of 7 years, they had a couple of arguments. They have a lot of ups and downs. More recently, the Daryl Hamill tweet. More recently, when Skip Bayless said that Tom Brady had a better football career than Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe took very offensive. He took that very offensive. On the outside looking in, I do agree. I don't agree in the language Skip Bayless said it to Shannon Sharpe, but I do agree that Tom Brady had a much more better football career than Shannon Sharpe. It is what it is. Shannon Sharpe got his Super Bowl rings because of the simple fact of John Elway. Had little to do with Shannon Sharpe. When Shannon Sharpe went to the Baltimore Ravens, he wasn't the main piece. He wasn't the main meal. He just rode along with an incredible defense anchored by Ray Lewis. So when he got his ring with the Baltimore Ravens, it had more to do with the Baltimore defense than Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe contributed. I'm not saying Shannon Sharpe didn't contribute. What I am saying is Shannon Sharpe wasn't a major player in either of those Super Bowl victories. John Elway with Denver, Ray Lewis in the defense of Baltimore is the real reason why they got those rings. They would have gotten those rings anyway without the services of Shannon Sharpe. But Shannon Sharpe did contribute. You have to give him his flowers. But he wasn't the LeBron James on either of those teams. He wasn't the Michael Jordan of either of those teams. No disrespect. I'm not throwing no shade. I just calling it for what it is. So, but nevertheless, a lot of these guys, a lot of these athletes, when they're on top of their game, playing at the highest level in these professional sports, when they retire and they go off into broadcasting, they can't muster up that same type of success like they had on the gridiron and on the court. And Shannon Sharpe was those rare entities that flourish, that blossom in sports media. Okay, a lot of NFL players, a lot of NBA players go into broadcast and then they just fizzle. All right. Ronnie Lott didn't do good in broadcasting. Okay, you have to have a personality. You have to have a strong take, and you have to be incredibly knowledgeable, and you have to be entertaining. There's a lot of guys that were phenomenal on the football field, on the baseball diamond, and on the basketball court. But when they try to transition into sports media, it's just not hitting. Jalen Rose is one of those guys who flourished on the court, but when he made his way into on the set, he's incredible. He's top notch. Okay, so I'm not Jay Williams the same way, Ryan Clark the same way. It's just not just because you was incredible in professional sports doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be thriving as far as being a sports personality. All right, but kudos to Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe has done some extraordinary things, and that's what he wanted from Fox Sports 1. Unfortunately, they could not give it to him. They could not reach a resolution. But a lot of people point out to the bad, the bad times that Skip and Shannon had, and said, okay, that's the real reason why he wants to leave Undisputed. You can tell that they have a mutual respect for one another, particularly on that last show. You can tell that Shannon Sharpe really do miss Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless really do miss Shannon Sharpe. You can see the emotion in that last show. You can tell that both of these guys are going to be, they're going to miss each other, but life goes on. When one door closes, another door opens. It's just there's more doors for Shannon Sharpe to go to. And I think Shannon Sharpe is going to flourish. Some major net. I don't know the language in the buyout. I don't know when he can start looking for another job, because there's always language in these buyouts that say, okay, well, you can't join any competitors until like a year later or 2 years later. But he has, but like Shannon Sharpe, said that he has a great relationship with the new regime over there at Fox Sports 1. So with that type of relationship, you can, they probably just gonna let him just do whatever he wants to do. Now, a lot of people believe that he's going to ESPN. He's going to, debate against Stephen A. Smith. I think if ESPN does sign Shannon Sharpe, they're going to let Shannon Sharpe have his own show, because that's what Shannon Sharpe wanted in the first place. And he also wants control of a show. He's not going to get control of First Take. First Take is Stephen A. Smith's baby. So he'll be pretty much in the same situation like he was with Skip Bayless. I just don't think Shannon Sharpe is going to find himself in the same situation. If ESPN does sign Shannon Sharpe, they're gonna give him his own show, and have Club Shay Shay on the ESPN podcast, on catalog, okay, or he might just go independent on Club Shay Shay and let that just be his baby. All right, so I can see him going to ESPN. I can see him every once in a while going on First Take and debating against Stephen A. Smith. Is must-see TV. But at the end of the day, I think he's going to have his own show because he wants to do it his way. If he does, that's what's probably going to happen with ESPN. Now, there's other networks that can put their hat in the circle. Don't be surprised if NBC make a pitch for Shannon Sharpe. They already got Maria Tate. NBC needs they need some new flavor. They need people to come watch their network, NBC Sports. NBC Sports has really been struggling to compete in this market. Do not be surprised if you see him make his way back to CBS Sports. CBS Sports has Jim Rome. Obviously, CBS Sports has a time slot that they can fit Shannon Sharpe in, as well as NBC. And CBS Sports has been struggling as well. Okay, so they would love to have Shannon Sharpe back at CBS Sports, and they can get a large stake in this sports media game. All right, but also do not be surprised if you see Shannon Sharpe go to TLC or E Television or CNN. Okay, Shannon Sharpe can talk more than just about sports. If you know been listening to Club Shay Shay, I listen to Club Shay Shay. You can watch it on YouTube, but I listen to Club Shay Shay, and he has some very intriguing, interesting guests that comes from all walks of life, not just sports, but all walks of life. So you can see, uh, you can see Complex maybe making a bid for Shannon Sharpe and having him on their network. So you can see a lot of entertainment networks or news networks make a pitch for Shannon Sharpe. He'll get his own show. He'll have freedom, flexibility, control, and he can also get that bag. Okay, so that's a possibility. But I feel like another possibility is him just going independent. Just having his own YouTube channel and just do Club Shay Shay on a larger scale, and maybe add something to his YouTube channel like the Shannon Sharpe Show. Okay, so I can see him do that as well. I can also see Amazon making a pitch for Shannon Sharpe. Amazon really wants to put their flag down in sports entertainment. They got the NFL package over there at Amazon. You can watch NBA games over there at Amazon. So Amazon wants to make a real pitch. Plus, Amazon can probably pay him more money. Now, I don't know how the viewership is going to. Obviously, if he goes to Amazon, he can say and do whatever he wants to do. Now, if he goes to ESPN, he's going to have to clean up his act some, mixing drinks on live television. That's probably not ESPN bag, because ESPN is owned by Disney. I'm pretty sure they're not going to allow him to do that. But it is what it is. But other than that, there's numerous places he can go to, and Amazon is one of those networks that will love to have him. Apple Television, they're struggling to get content there. Why not bring a Shannon Sharpe to the fold? Okay, so there's endless possibilities where he can go. He can also just take his show on the road and just go independent. But Shannon Sharpe is going to have a very fruitful, lustful, a lot of decisions, a lot of doors that he can pick from, where he can just open and take that job. Okay. So that's those are the possibilities of Shannon Sharpe. Now, his last day, it was mild, but his last day, you could tell, and I always said this, you can always tell that Shannon Sharpe is going to truly miss Skip Bayless. Okay, I know a lot of people don't want to believe it or not, but yeah, you can tell that they have a mutual respect for one another. All right, so I saw that, and I saw the last show. I didn't check the ratings. I'm pretty sure their last show was a huge ratings grabber. And now people are wondering what's Shannon Sharpe's next move. And a lot of people are wondering what Fox Sports One next move is. And I covered Shannon Sharpe as well as Fox Sports One on plenty of videos and live streams. You guys can go check those videos out, check those live streams out, subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed, not one iota. All right, so we're going to momentarily move away from the Shannon Sharpe topic. But before we move into our next topic, please, please, please hit the subscription button, the notification bell, like this live stream, and share it with your friends, family, and followers. Let's get this YouTube channel as well as this live stream in the YouTube algorithm. Okay, I need you guys' support. The stream sponsor is The Dream. We talked about why she's the dream, that she's the stream sponsor. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. We got a real big show, not a lot of time. Okay, Okay, now moving on. This story came out a couple of weeks ago. Didn't necessarily talk about it. So we're going to talk about it right now. So there's these two IG models. These two IG models, they're social media influencers. If you want to say that they're influencers, if you go, you can check out their IG pages yourself. I think one of them does fitness wear, like yoga pants and fitness outfits that you can use. And the other one's just a social media influencer. Both of these women were caught driving down the highway with a trunk, a car loaded of drugs, had that powder on them. All right. Both of these women were arrested and booked and awaiting their punishment. Now, I will say this. If you look at their Instagram page and if you look at their mug shots, it's like two different women. Two different women. All right. It's like when I look at it, I'm like, are they sure they got the right women? Because these women do, I mean, it's amazing what filters on your photo, on your when you're taking pictures, filters and makeup and uh, waist slimmers and it's amazing how all those enhancements really change you into a totally different person. Your nails, your eyelashes alone, your weave and it just they look like two totally different women. Like the top portion look like they're like Instagram models, but their mug shots they look like women that just got through shopping at Kmart. Okay, they're like two women that just got through coming, just coming out of Popeye's chicken. All right, buying a 2-piece. Okay, but they just look totally different. Now, there's some new developments coming out of this story, and this dropped a couple of days ago. One of the women say that she was a passenger and did not know that the other woman were carrying these drugs, smuggling these drugs. She had no idea and no clue. Now, that's a great excuse, but I don't think it's going to hold up in court unless the other woman willingly snitch on herself and say, well, yeah, she was there because she needed a ride because we were going to go to this event. She had no knowledge whatsoever. I was carrying these drugs. Um, Desperate times come with desperation. All right. I don't see this lady throwing her a boner, throwing her a life preserver out there to try to um save this lady. I think they're both going to be booked and charged for this because the law states that, you know, if you're in a car and there's like stolen merchandise or illegal drugs and you get caught, they're going to bust you just like they bust the other person. All right. And this is a large amount of drugs. Okay. I think it was like up to $2 million. Obviously, this is not their drugs. All right. Obviously, they were mules and some drug kingpin convince one of these ladies or both of these ladies that if they carry these drugs from state to state, they're going to get some money from it. Obviously, one of the ladies, like I said, she had a business um, making out workout clothes and workout outfits. And who knows, that business was probably struggling, because, Instagram, you know, it everything sounds so wonderful and so good on Instagram, but behind the scenes, you know, people are struggling. People are trying to, put themselves out. They're trying to sell their products. Okay. And it's a journey. It's a grind. Okay. So excuse me. So yeah, uh I think at the end of the day, um I hate for anybody to go to jail. We're in a nation that you get a second opportunity to, fix your situation. Hold on. I feel like in life you get a second opportunity to redeem yourself from a mistake. And like I said, these women are not professional drug smugglers. They're on the amateur side. And if they, and they're gonna roll on somebody, they're gonna snitch on somebody, whoever they were smuggling the drugs for. They will probably get their time reduced if they rat out who they got the drugs from. Now, I just think their life is going to be totally different, and they probably not going to be on social media no more. If they're smart, they wouldn't be on social media. But this is one of those situations where you're just chasing the clout. And sometimes you can be, sometimes when you're chasing the clout, you're on the wrong side of the fence. Okay. But I don't wish for anybody to go to jail. And I do know that this is a crime, but at the same time, we're entitled to be redeemed from our mistakes. And they didn't kill anybody. Nobody, died while they were driving, or, I'm just saying that I think the court should show some leniency to these women, and allow them to um uh re- redeem their mistakes. That's the best way I could put it. Okay, like I said, I don't wish for anybody to go to jail. Obviously, you can tell that these women are very amateurs. They're amateurs at it. So it's not like these women were drug kingpins. They were just smuggling drugs for a drug kingpin. So they're gonna roll on somebody. They're gonna ratatouille with somebody. So if they do that, they should reduce their sentence. They should reduce their sentence. Okay, but that's pretty much about that story. Moving on, we're gonna move on momentarily, and we're gonna be talking about, man, Boosie Badass. What is going on with Boosie Badass and Casanova? We're gonna be talking about that momentarily. Okay, so basically, in a nutshell, Boosie Badass is in jail right now. Got picked up by federal agents, and no one knew why they picked him up. Well, TMZ, doom doom doom, TMZ, they know drama. Found out yesterday that Boosie is one of the charges is a gun possession charge, which he's which going to give him some serious time. He was already he already had a lot of strikes on him, and this latest strike is no good. um they even showed they gave they even have pictures from his Instagram of him having the gun in his pants. So he had a gun in his pants. It was red pants. You can clearly see that there's a gun in his waist, and he's not supposed to have a gun. And this is sad news for Boosie. He went to Twitter a couple of days ago, apologizing to his family. More recently, Boosie News, he's selling his Maybach truck. He's selling all of his vehicles, and he's probably downsizing because he knows that he's going to be gone away for a long, long time. And Boosie, I mean, I wish, things could be different for Boosie, but sometimes when you're out here on Instagram and you want the world to see what you do, you want to show your life to Instagram. Sometimes these mistakes happen. okay, when you don't prepare for cameras, okay? Like for an example, this guy, he was live streaming on Twitch, and he's up there live streaming. Next thing you know, he gets up to get something from the kitchen, and he had no pants on. Okay, he gets up and he's wearing his boxes. Clearly, he had a momentary lapse. He go like, "Oh crap, I don't have no pants on." He quickly sits down, but it's too late. It's a funny moment, but it just goes to show people don't prepare to show what they do on. And this is the Instagram is the show me generation. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm going to show you how I'm living. I'm making this type of money. I'm walking in the hood. I got this on. I got that on. And while you're doing that, you're exposing a lot of things into your Instagram live that you're not thinking at the moment, but it's live. It's more. We just talked about this a couple of weeks ago about John Morant getting caught with a gun in the car, his second gun, after he went to the commissioner's office, told the commissioner that, he's never going to do that again. And I'm pretty sure that, he had the gun and he didn't think that he was going to be shown on live, but his friend accidentally pointed the camera towards him and he's got the gun in his hand. And you can clearly see that John Morant going like, "Oh crap, I didn't want that to let out like that." And now people are screenshot, not only your fans are screenshotting everything that you're doing, but your haters, your trolls are screenshotting everything that you do. The government is watching you. Okay, law enforcement is watching you. Okay, the ops are watching you. Potential robbers are watching you, and that's why a lot of people are finding themselves in some unseen circumstances. Okay, we talked about I think it was 3 weeks ago, Shannon Sharpe's home got robbed, and the biggest story was about, well, the robbers knew where everything was at because he had an Instagram live just showing this stuff off. Okay, it's great if you want to show this stuff off and you got this great phenomenal security and you got bodyguards everywhere. It's okay, you can do all that, but I just think people don't necessarily be cautious of what they show on live streams. And they're in the moment, they're in the zone, they're not thinking that far ahead. But with Boosie, I'm pretty sure when he was on Instagram Live, I don't think he forgot the gun was there, but I think he had a momentary lapse where when he was turning around, he momentarily forgot the gun momentarily and didn't even think the camera was pointing that far down anyway, thinking that, well, whoever's taking this live is going to heads up shots. Okay, so he can have like 5 guns on his wayside, but the camera's not showing those guns. And it was an accident. I don't think they done it on purpose, but that's just what happens. Everybody wants to go on live and show how they're living and this, that, and the third, thinking it's an innocent thing. But a lot of people are not fully aware that there's a lot of bad elements or a lot of bad people out there that are watching these lives, and they're thinking the worst about you, or they're going to try to do the worst to you. And law enforcement, they're just one of those. Y'all making law enforcement solve a lot of issues real fast, real quick, because everybody is rushing to put everything on live. You're making law enforcement jobs super easy. A lot of people in law enforcement, the FBI, all of them, they have they're just subscribed to your Instagram page, and they know what you're doing. They, that's how they catch a lot of these people. That's how they call. It just seems like people don't learn from other people's mistakes. Okay, that's how they caught so many other rappers, and people are still continuing to make these mistakes. Okay, but yeah, Boosie is going to be gone for a long, 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 long time. He ain't getting out anytime soon. Now, I was watching. It's sort of like a court TV type of network, and they were talking about it. And a lot of experts are thinking that he's going to probably be gone for 15 years. Now, we're all just focusing on the parole violation and the gun possession, but there has been news out there that the feds got him on other things, and we don't know what those other things are. Is Boosie going to flip on somebody to reduce that sentence? If Boosie knows something, and if he wants to get back to his family, hell yeah, he's going to flip. He's going to flip like a rolling stone to reduce his sentence, or possibly, just get out on good behavior, on the information that he gives to the FBI. Because obviously, this was a strategic execution. The state dropped the charges, knowing full well that federal was going to pick it up, and that's pretty much what happened. And they got him. They got him in. He was going to court, and they got him there. So, I mean, y'all gotta be careful on Instagram Live. You gotta be careful what you show on Instagram Live. Like, if you're doing something illegal, the last thing you want to do is have a camera in front of you, because y'all make law enforcement's job super easy. All they do is subscribe to you guys on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and they just wait for you to expose your damn self, snitch on your damn self. And that's pretty much what happened to Boosie. He just snitched on his damn self. But like a lot of legal experts are saying that he's probably going to get 15 years. And it really does explain why he's selling everything. He's, everything that he has, he's, changing it into money for his family, because he knows he's going to be gone for a long period of time. And look, here's my thing with Boosie and all these guys, okay? When you started in the game, no one knew you, okay? So you had to, you had to separate yourself from the others. You had to have a hit or two. You had to make some noise. You had to show how bad you are, this, that, and the third. You had to tell the world about the streets or how you're living. Okay, you get this major contract, a music contract. You get these sponsors, these endorsements. You got the clout. You got the fame. You're now famous. You're now somebody. And a lot of these people regurgitate back to that same guy that was trying to get in where he can fit in, similar to like John Morant. You already made it. Why are you bolstering that you're about that life, that you're toting guns, and you're about you're about the life, you're about this, that, and the third. You're trying to promote an image that you don't need to promote, because you already done made it. So yeah, I feel so sad for Boosie. I also feel sad for John Morant. He's losing money and endorsements. Now, Nike is holding on, expecting like this is going to be the final time John Morant is going to be in the news for all the wrong reasons. But, John Morant has plenty of time to turn this thing around. Not so much with Boosie. This is more serious than John Morant, and he's probably going to be away from his family for quite some time now. Like I said, he's selling his cars, and uh, I think the FBI did him a favor, did him a solid, low key, and that's why I'm kind of thinking he's probably going to roll on a few people, because he probably knows something that can be very beneficial for the FBI. But the FBI did do Boosie a solid before they released the charges. They sealed them and gave Boosie enough time to liquefy any type of anything that he has bought and hurry up and get as much money as he possibly could, because some people could just say, well, you're gonna be gone for 15 years anyway. I could probably get that Bentley truck for much, much cheaper. You understand what I'm saying? I can get those cars or those chains or those gold chains or that real estate much, much cheaper. Now, Boosie was trying to build another home in Los Angeles. I mean, in Vegas, excuse me. Clearly that he's not, going into that no more. So I'm pretty sure that he's going to try to liquefy that and sell it to someone else who wants to live in Las Vegas. But Boosie was, he was ultra famous on Instagram, and he did the little skits and things of that nature. He was more of a personality. People started knowing Boosie about him being a personality. He would do interviews for Vlad TV. He just finished doing an interview on Mad Hoffa. I haven't even seen yet. Go check out Mad Hoffa YouTube channel. That man be having some incredible interviews, and he's about to take it to another level, even past Vlad TV. So y'all want to go check that interview out, because that's going to be the last of the last interviews from Boosie for a long time. But who knows? He might have some information that the FBI been desperately wanting to get from him, and they'll probably reduce his sentence. Okay, we don't know. Nobody really doesn't know, but I feel sorry for Boosie, and I hope his family keep his family's prayers. Keep their family in your prayers. Keep Boosie in your prayers. I think he'll be all right. He's been in prison before, so it's nothing new. He's gonna do Fed time. He don't have to seriously worry about nothing. He's going to be ultra famous in the federal prison. Okay, he's going to be with the white collar criminals, not the blue collar criminals. Okay, so he'll be all good in the hood, but he's going to be gone away from his family for quite some time now, and I know he loves his family. Okay. So moving on from Boosie snitching on his damn self. Jesus, snitching on your damn self. We're gonna go into Casanova. Before we go into Casanova, rate, comment, subscribe, share this live stream with your friends, family, and followers. If you want to support this channel even further, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges, or you can cash app me. Anybody that cash app me is going to be the stream sponsor for next week. The stream sponsor today is The Dream. The Dream donated something in a major key way for the whole YouTube community. Go check out her YouTube channel. She got a YouTube short up right now. I don't know how many views it's gotten, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to get a lot of views because the content is not going to fit in the algorithm. I think this is something that she should have created an OnlyFans account and show this video, okay? But basically, she in the chest region, she's a double D, and those nipples are pointing right out of her see-through, okay? Them nipples were pointing so hard. They almost poked me in the eye. That's how it was. Look, I'm just playing around. I know Dream has someone special in her life. I'm just joking. These are jokes, okay? I just call it like I see it. I call a ball, and a strike, ball. All right. So we're gonna move from that. We're gonna talk about Casanova. All right. So, basically, Casanova got poked. Now there's allegedly, now these are reports. No one can confirm nor deny these reports. If it's real or not if TMZ says, yeah, it actually happened, and they have the photographs or the video footage, okay? But no one has none of that stuff. So we're only going by everyone's word, and everyone's word saying that Casanova got poked in the pokey, and he went to the judge. He denounced that he's no longer a gang member, and he's having thoughts. We'll just say suey thoughts. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. A lot of people are putting their tenfold. Well, a lot of people are saying that Casanova, this will be his. He's been in jail for over a year, and this is his second summer where he's going to be locked up in prison. And a lot of people are saying that he's probably missing the life he once had when he was a free man. He probably misses his girl, and he knows that his girl, sooner rather than later, she's gonna move on. If she hasn't moved on now, she's about to move on, because and he's probably missing all that, and he's probably gonna say or do whatever it takes to get out of prison and join the free world. I mean, I feel sorry for Casanova, but I feel like Casanova, projected all of this energy, and now he's just a prisoner of the moment. Casanova wanted this gangster image. He wanted this leader of a gang type of image when he was promoting the Gorillas, and he wanted to be in that group, that gang, so bad, and he wanted to front for that gang. Okay, let the world know that he's gorilla for life, and he was just caught up in the moment. And he was so caught up in the moment when he got indicted, and now he's serving his prison time. At first he was, taking it on the chin, pause. Okay. He's saying, okay, I'm down with these guys. And now when he's in prison, it probably ain't what it was advertised. Now he's dealing with other people that, that dislike the Gorillas. Maybe there's not enough of them to infiltrate the prison. Maybe they're not the majority. And maybe there's other gangs that hate the Gorillas so much. All right. And now he's denouncing them. And, I think it was last year, he was in like prison for like, I say about a month, maybe 2 months. And somehow, some way, he got this message through Twitter, and he talked about how he's been in prison, but nobody came to see him. Nobody from the Gorillas came to see him. None of his friends from the streets came to see him because everybody done moved on. Okay. It's hard for you to be locked up in prison and you still want to interact with your friends, but your friends are out in the free world. Man, you can't see your friends every day, all day. You can't stay up with your friends. You can't hang with your friends. You can't go here with your friends, go there with your friends. Your friends are moving in a different way. They got they're moving in, they're in the free life. They're in freedom. And you're locked up. That's the life you're in, where you wake up when they tell you to wake up. You get out when they tell you to get out. You eat whatever they tell you to eat. You do whatever they tell you to do. And then you go to bed when they tell you to go to bed. In the free world, we can go out and do whatever we want to do. Okay. We don't have nobody on our back saying, okay, get out your cell, get out and get some sunshine, get out and work at this job that you're going to make, 10 cents a day. Okay. When you're free, there are some people, when they get locked up, and it's like it takes them a while to get familiar and get that freedom out of them. Stuff that they used to do in the free world, they come to the realization they can't do that no more in prison. And I feel like Casanova is having those withdrawals. And I think that he wants to get out of there so bad, he's willing to do anything. But he had the opportunity to do this before he got indicted. But he was gorilla for life. He wanted to rep for that gang. And, it was all cool, fun, and dandy. And everybody was playing the music and everybody was saying free Casanova. But when that But when he got locked up after getting locked up one day, a week, a month, a couple of months, a year, now, slowly but surely that audience has done left you. They done moved on to the next big thing. And they are moving on to the next thing. Because I feel like when you're free and you're allowed to do whatever you want to do or allowed to hang wherever you want to hang with, you just move in a different direction. You sort of forget that Casanova is doing a bid and he's not going to get out anytime soon. So everybody's not stopping their lives to wait for Casanova to get out. Nobody's not doing that. So I know his girlfriend has been holding him down, but eventually, and Casanova knows this, eventually she's going to move out too. She's holding on, but she's barely holding on. So yeah, I feel sorry for Casanova. I wish like I said, I don't know how he's going to get out of this situation. But it is what it is. I mean, sometimes you gotta lay in the bed that you make, and that's what Casanova has to do. He has to lay in the bed that he made. All right. So yeah, that's all I got for the Casanova thing. We're gonna move on from that subject to Zion Williams. I done a video, done a live stream on it. I'm gonna do a quick rundown. If you've been living on the rock, allow your boy to explain. So Zion Williams got some Instagram model pregnant, and he announced it to the world that they're expecting a baby. Congratulations to Zion Williams. Congratulations to the young lady. Everything was fine and dandy until this ex-porn star, Mona Mills, Monica Mills, Stephanie Mills, Meek Mills, whatever, competitive meals, okay, cauliflower meal. I don't know. This lady is an ex-porn star. I have never heard about her in my life. She basically took to Twitter and still to this day, still tweeting about Zion Williams. She showed all the receipts. She showed when Zion messenger her through Snapchat. Really, Zion, who uses Snapchat to message? But she probably had one of those private Snapchat accounts, and was tricking guys into she send you a couple of pictures and you send her some money. She probably was doing that little game, that little rundown. And she also screenshotted some money that Zion Williams allegedly wired to her. She talked about how Zion Williams just blew almost his whole bag on her. Talking about how Zion Williams is not good in bed. Talking about how fat Zion Williams is, and talking about Zion Williams is not dedicated about playing professional basketball. This lady has been tweeting nonstop about Zion Williams. Okay. She is big hurt because Zion Williams chose a girl that's younger than her. Okay. And he got a baby by. She even said that she's late on her period now, and she's thinking that she's pregnant. And now if you follow her on Twitter, now she's talking about doing a diss song about Zion Williams. She even did a TikTok video saying who's a better shooter, me or Zion Williams. She shot a basketball and the basketball went through the hoop. I wonder how many takes they did for her to do that TikTok video, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. You can tell this woman is crazy. She's crazy to the sea. All right. This lady is crazy. She cray. All right. Not only she cray, her heart is broken. She's hurt because Zion Williams did not pick her. He picked someone that's younger than her. I think she's in her 40s, her 40s, almost pushing 50. And Zion Williams is like in his 20s. and he marries. I guess he married. I mean, he's not married to the girl, but he got the girl pregnant. I think she's in the same age group as Zion Williams. The girl that he got pregnant, by the way, I don't want to be judgmental, but she's like, I mean, she okay, all right. She just, I I don't know. I don't know what Zion Williams see. It clearly has to be about a love. This is clearly a love language decision. Okay, this Mona Mill, I mean, she's not natural. Everything's artificial about her breasts, her butt, her waist. I mean, she even says that she's a Barbie. She's a toy Barbie. Okay, so she's basically someone that she claimed that Zion Williams has a sex addiction, is a sexually addicted, and that's probably why he's not focused on being a better basketball player. I don't know. All I know is this lady, she has done porn back in the 90s or 80s or something like that, but it is what it is. I just look at it. Look, a lot of people are throwing a lot of shade at Zion Williams, talking about, oh, he's a simp. He done paid for it. She's up here getting racks off of him, and all they doing is just, bumping uglies in the bed. Look, in this new era, I don't condone it and I don't denounce it. Okay. I just call it for what it is. In this new era, a lot of these guys prefer to cut the crap, to cut the game, trying to talk to them and trying to get their number, trying to know who they are and go on dates and waste all that time. A lot of guys just want to go straight to the box, and they just say how much. They just say how much. This is the new way of dating. If you want to call it dating, it's like another form of prostitution when you think about it. And they just want to say, look, let's just cut all the small talk and let me just get into the box. So how much is going to cost me to get in the box? Okay. Because time I take you out to eat, time I wine and dine you for the next 3 or 4 days, I might as well just give you all that money up front and just go hit the box. All right. And this is the new way of dating. If you want to call this dating, if you want to call this something else, I can't disagree with you. All right. And this is the new way everybody's doing stuff. Now, Jordan Poole got caught out here in these simp streets. Allegedly, he spent a huge bag just to date Ice Spice. I'm pretty sure he done hit Ice Spice. He done smashed it. Now, allegedly, it was close to $100 grand. I don't know if that's true or not. Allegedly. James Harden also spent a bag just to smash Sweetie. Allegedly. So this is the new era on how guys are dating women or just having sex with women. Instead of just, whining and dining them and taking them out and doing this, that, and the third, let's just skip through all that and let's just get to what's important to the man and what's important to the woman. Okay. Now, you do realize that, there's no loyalty there. Okay. You're not building anything. You're not building no relationship. You can't build a relationship off of that. But that's the new era of dating. Okay. I don't disagree with it. I don't agree with it. Okay. Something that I wouldn't necessarily do. Okay. But a lot of below average men are getting the opportunity to smash some exquisite women. All right. Which, back in the day, you had to have something. You have to be about something. You have to look the part. I mean, you have to be a good looker, a good eye looker, pause for the woman to even get a chance to even smash it. But now, you can be fat, overweight, you can lose hair, you could, you may not have the biggest unit that you're working with, but as long as you got a bankroll, you can get any woman you want to. Okay, so that's just the new way of how things are. I can't agree nor disagree, but anywho, that everybody's throwing shade at Zion Williams, talking about, well, that's just disrespectful. He's out here simping. He's out here giving this woman all these racks. I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't have done this. And I say 98% of the guys on social media that's trying to throw shade at Zion Williams would do the exact thing if they had the means to do it. Okay. So you can call it for whatever you want to shade Zion Williams and say he's a sucker, he's a simp, whatever. A lot of you guys, if y'all was in that same predicament, would do the exact same thing. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, I'm just saying. So, yeah. So, and a lot of people, a lot of content providers on YouTube, particularly in sports entertainment. I'm not gonna say no names, but a lot of people saying, well, that's the real reason why Zion Williams is not is not getting better in the off season, because he's spending a lot of time with this female. I mean, you can walk and chew gum at the same time. You can work on your craft. You can perfect your craft. You can go to the you can go to practice and things of that nature, and still at the end of at before the day ends, you got like a lot of free time. Some of you guys, some of these guys, they like to play video games. Some of these guys like to go on social media, and other guys just like to be around different women. Okay, so pick your poison. Okay, you can walk and chew gum, and I hate when people say when these guys make this type of money, like all of a sudden they can't be normal no more. Like the stuff that you like, they can't like no more. For example, if you like playing video games and your favorite professional athlete, once they're done doing what they're supposed to do, they want to go home, wind down, and play video games. The first thing you say, oh man, look at that guy. He could be in the gym getting better, perfecting his craft. He's playing NBA 2K. Okay. You don't have to perfect your craft all day long. Okay. So they deserve free time just like you deserve free time. That's all I'm saying. So, um, is this a distraction? This could possibly be a distraction. He did comment on social media and talk about it briefly, but it seems like he's in good spirits. He's not being fazed nor bothered by this. This can actually be motivation to show to the world who is Zion Williams. Zion Williams can have an extraordinary season next year. I mean, for this to go away and for people to stop talking about, what Zion Williams got to do? Start playing in a lot of games. And then you know what else he's got to do? Start winning. And the more he wins, the less of this white noise just suddenly disappear, to the point where people are just tired of it. Yeah, she's big hurt. She's big man. She's still going to tweet about him. But Zion Williams has the opportunity to redeem himself this basketball season by playing in as many games as possible and getting the New Orleans Pelicans into playoff contention, and to be in the playoffs, win a couple of playoff series, possibly, I'm not saying this is going to happen, make it to the Western Conference Finals, then represent the West in the NBA Finals, and all this stuff goes away. All this white noise just goes away. And then now people are talking about, oh man, he didn't let that stuff bother him, and he didn't let the trolls bother him. He didn't let that Stephanie Mills, Meek Mills, whatever that girl is, Mona Love Mills. He didn't let her bother him. He just went out and just did his thing. Now he has a baby. Life is good for Zion Williams. So all this can change, okay? Like, we all have moments and opportunities to correct the wrong. And Zion, right now she's getting her opportunity to tell the world how much of a a guy he truly is and how he's addicted to sex and things of that nature. But then he's going to have his moment to show the world that y'all was wrong about Zion Williamson, particularly when you heard published reports that, people, and once again, people are spewing this nonsense that New Orleans Pelicans were willing to trade Zion Williams, all right, for the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. Like, the New Orleans Pelicans, they're on the verge of doing something special in the playoffs. And if they had Zion Williams, it could have been a different outcome for the New Orleans Pelicans. They got Brandon Ingram, CJ McCullough, and they got Zion Williams. They got a 3-headed monster. They just need to build around that. They have the opportunity to change, do some things. And they still have that opportunity this season. Y'all got to remember, in the West, let's just look at it real fast, real quick. The Golden State Warriors, they're getting older. They're talking about trading Jordan Poole and Kuminga. Okay. They're getting older. If you look at the Los Angeles Lakers, they too are getting older. If you look at the Clippers, all they got is Kawhi and Kawhi, I'm about to say Chris Paul. Kawhi and Paul George. If you look at Phoenix, they just got rid of Chris Paul. So it's just only Kevin Durant. Oh my God, I forgot the other guy's name. Booker. So they only got those 2 guys. Okay. And if you look at Minnesota's just Minnesota. Okay, they're trying to figure it out on the fly. If you look at the Grizzlies, they're gonna be without Ja Morant for 25 games. So this is a perfect opportunity for the New Orleans Pelicans to make a deep run earlier in the playoffs, and then just maintain it through the second half of the playoffs. It's a possibility. It's a possibility that the New Orleans Pelicans can make it into the playoffs, make a deep run. I'll just say a deep run. Okay. And the Denver Nuggets are going to be they're going to be the champ till someone knocks them off. And if they can keep Zion Williams healthy, who knows? Maybe the New Orleans Pelicans can knock off the Denver Nuggets. You never know. So yeah, a lot of things can happen, and Zion Williams can prove the haters wrong. Zion Williams doesn't need to have to take the New Orleans Pelicans all the way to the NBA Finals for everyone to forget about what's going on. He just needs to get them consistently winning, and he's got to consistently play a lot of games. And then all that noise, all them trolls are going to go away, including Miss Mona Mills, whatever her name is. So, yeah, he has an opportunity to change what people really think about him. I mean, he really does. So, yeah, he got the opportunity to do that. You never know. I mean, you never know. Be sure to hit the like button, folks. Be sure to hit the like button. If you're listening to this live, please hit the like button. Share this content with your friends, family, as well as your followers. All right. So moving on. Michael Jordan sold some stakes. I mean, he sold his team. He still has a majority stake in the team, but he sold some of the stakes. I mean, some of the ownership to the Charlotte Hornets to this group. And now Michael Jordan is worth $3 billion. Okay. Which is good money. Good money. All right. So shout out to Michael Jordan. I think he still owns a major stake with the Charlotte Hornets. But I think with this new group, maybe they some new blood, some new attitude, a fresh new attitude, and they can probably turn with Michael Jordan, probably turn their fortunes around. Let's just say that, okay? And then be very successful. They have made some solid choices in the NBA. They drafted Ball, and they just need to add on top of that, build on top of that. So congratulations to to Michael Jordan. All right. Moving on. Okay, so before we begin, let me take a quick break. Okay, let me take a quick break. I'll be right back. Okay, so if y'all been checking out my video, I just uploaded a video yesterday about Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown, man, I don't know what's going on with Antonio Brown, but Antonio Brown, man, somebody need to help Antonio Brown for real, for real. So, basically, let me hold up. I know I have it in here. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so here we go. So, Antonio Brown's arena football team kicked out of the league after missing payments. All right. Antonio Brown still owns the Empire, the Albany Empire, but his arena football team is no longer part of the league. That's because the Empire was given the boot from the National Arena League on Thursday after Brown didn't make payments that he owed to the league. After exhausting all avenues, the NAL board of owners. Oh shoot, hold up. I don't miss where I was supposed to. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, okay. The NAL board of owners have decided to terminate the membership agreement from the Empire, the league said in a statement. The 7 teams in the NAL are responsible for paying 1/7 of the league operating budget. Brown was behind 2 payments. He also refused to pay $1,000 fine. That after he was arrested for comments that he made about the league. That no, he assessed for comments about the league. I thought he got arrested again. Lord have mercy. Brown and the team were given until noon Thursday to make a payment, but failed to do so. Unfortunately, Mr. Brown has failed to meet the deadline to his team requiring his financial obligations. And as a result, the league has terminated his membership agreement. The league said now the Empire, which has won back-to-back NAL titles, are a team with no league. Brown, who made $80 million over his 12-year NFL career, has been in the news a lot over refusing to pay people. In April, he was sued by a jeweler who claimed Brown owed them $1 million. He was also sued by his marketing company in 2021 for $2.4 million for commission on a $2.4 million endorsement deal. Okay. All right. Y'all got that. So here's what I want to say. Lord have mercy. Here we go about Antonio Brown. First of all, to the Arena Football League, the National Arena Football League. What in God loving earth thought that you was going to get some money from Antonio Brown? This man has demonstrated time after time after time that he will not pay Nobody. Okay. Now, this could be one of many things, or it's probably all of them. One, he's stubborn and he just don't want to pay it because he's not getting what he wants from you guys. Okay, that's one scenario. Another scenario is he just doesn't have the money. Now, I will say this. Unless Antonio Brown or the representative of Antonio Brown fudge the records before you can own a team, you got to show that you have the money to afford a team. So I'm pretty sure they had to cross the dots and they had to dot the I's and cross the T's and see if this man has the money. Now, either he fudged the records or they just didn't look very hard to see whether or not this man is financially able or capable of doing it. Or they probably did their due diligence and found out that he could afford to do this. Okay. That's a possibility too. But if you look at his recent news, people are having a hard time getting money out of Antonio Brown. So should that be, when you got this in front of you, should that be like, this is no different like if you get a home loan, if you're trying to qualify for a home loan and they run a credit check, right? So in the credit check, you got several people that you owe money to and you're behind on payments or you're not making payments at all. So you can get rejected from a home loan or a business loan because they're going to look at your credit and they're going to look at how uh, the people that you owe money to, have you paid them? Were you behind on payments or you just didn't pay at all? So how does that not apply to Antonio Brown? Now I did heard when I first heard that he was going to run an arena football league, he was part of a group. And I think his father was part of this group as well. And maybe the reason why they got ownership of this arena football team is the fact of the group itself. Maybe there was somebody there that had the clout, that had the credit score, or just the reputation in that group, that the arena football, the NAL said, okay, let's go ahead and let them do that. Okay. Because they already got someone there in a group that they trust. They got Antonio Brown with some money as well as some popularity. Everyone knows Antonio Brown from his antics as well as the NFL. So this makes perfect sense to the National Arena League. Okay. So that's a possibility as well. I will say that and also during that time, that group folded and it just gave all the rights to Antonio Brown. Because I don't know, maybe working with Antonio Brown, I mean, being a partner of Antonio Brown was probably very stressful. And they probably sooner rather than later found out that Antonio Brown ain't got the money. All right. Now, one thing in that report I hate when people do is, like if you work somewhere and you work there for like 12 years, they add up the money that you earned those 12 years and say, well, so-and-so made $100,000 in his 12 years at IBM, or so-and-so made $1 million as a stockbroker, or so-and-so made $10 million at this tech company. All right. I hate when they, do that, because that don't necessarily mean that they still have that money. Okay, yeah, they made that money, but it doesn't necessarily mean they have the money. Okay, so I hate when publications do that. Okay, but Antonio Brown, man, go ahead and pay these people. Pay these people. Quit being so petty. Quit being so childish. And if you can't pay these people, Quit putting these people in a situation where you think you're going to pay them. Just tell them the truth. I don't have the money, or I'm not going to pay. Now, all this is going to mean is they're going to take him to court. That's more money that they're going to waste on, that they're going to throw on this. And like I said, Antonio Brown ain't got the money. I don't think he got the bread. Okay. So moving on. We're going to be talking about. Oh my God. I don't think we should talk about that. I do want to talk about. Hold up. Man, I don't forgot this man's name, Johnny Depp. So Johnny Depp won his money against Amber Heard, and he's a man of his word. Johnny Depp donated his winnings from Amber Heard to charity. Now, Amber Heard is somewhere in Spain claiming that she's having the time of her life. Okay. She was spotted at a TJ Maxx 3 or 4 months ago. So she went from TJ Maxx to Spain. Okay. In a span of less than a year. So, like I said, congratulations to Johnny Depp. He's a man of his word. And I just can't believe it. He did it. He absolutely did it. He said, you know what? I don't need this money. So that's what he did. So people are talking about the Flash, and a lot of, at first, before the news came out, a lot of people thought that this, a lot of people were talking very, very well about the Flash, saying that this is the best comic book hero movie to date. But now it has been released. I believe it was yesterday, and a lot of people are not talking so highly about it. Okay. And a lot of people are saying, you know what, this movie ain't what they said it's going to be. So I'm just saying, if y'all planning on going to the movies, be careful. Okay. I want to make a side. I want to also talk about Fear the Walking Dead. This is his last season. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was not happy with Fear of the Walking Dead. As I just wasn't happy. Fear of the Walking Dead. I was totally upset about Fear of the Walking Dead. It is not what it used to be. Hold on. Okay. I just want to check out what's trending. Okay, so yeah. Let's talk about Fear of the Walking Dead just a few short minutes. I'm happy that this is the final season of Fear of the Walking Dead. Because you know why? This season has been boring. Okay, first and foremost, I'm used of them separating the characters and putting them in different stories to, be fillers for Fear of the Walking Dead. But it looked like, they just, was, they did either they couldn't get everybody on the set, but it clearly looked like they just had, like 1 week we're going to film a couple of episodes for these two characters. Then we're going to film some for these two characters, and these two characters are going to meet the other two characters. Then, man, they have really destroyed. This season has really destroyed Fear of the Walking Dead, and I'm saying to myself, why in the hell I have watched this for so long? This is the final season, and this is the worst season thus far. Now, I'm pretty sure the icon. Okay, yeah, the they brought back Dickerson. They brought her back. I think that's a plus. They brought her back midway in season 6, and it's just it's all over the place, and I'm just not happy with Fear the Walking Dead. Just not happy with it. Hold on one second. Just not happy with it. Oh crap. Don't you hate when you do that? Okay, here we go. Alrighty. What's really trending is Christian Bale. He's trending. They're trying to find out which one was the best Batman. Who played the best Batman? Christian Bale, Ben Affleck. Okay, hold up. So that's what they're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about when Christian Bale played Batman. And now they're having, who played the best Batman? Michael Keaton, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, or Robert Pattinson. Okay. Real fast, real quick, I'm gonna talk about this as well. All right. I think out of those 4 selections, is that 4? Yeah, 4 selections. Even though Michael Keaton is the OG Batman of our time, okay. I say Christian Bale. Ben Affleck played a good Batman. I'm gonna say he's a solid second, and I think Michael Keaton played a good Batman too. He's third, and Robert Pattinson is just dead last. And the reason why I say Robert Pattinson is dead last because I didn't like the portrayal of this of the newest Batman. This is going to have to grow on me, and and two, Michael Keaton has been in multiple Batman movies. Christian Bale has been in multiple Batman movies. Ben Affleck, who technically wasn't in a Batman movie, has been in multiple movies being Batman. The Justice League, Superman v Batman. So the only person that's only been in one Batman is Robert Pattinson, and Robert Pattinson simply has not done enough. Two, I wasn't fond of. I mean, Robert Pattinson's Batman is going to have to grow on me. All right, it's going to have to grow on me. Now, I did like Robert Pattinson's Batman because they didn't pretty much do like the other Batmans, showing how great of a martial art fighter is Batman, but the big gadgets and just gadgets in general that they displayed on all these other Batman movies. They really you really saw the intellect of Batman being more of a detective. That's the angle that they was shooting for with Robert Pattinson, which I like that angle because a lot of people, a lot of the Batman movies and Batman TV shows, they didn't really a cartoon show. They didn't really utilize Batman being more of an intellectual as a detective. They didn't give that a lot of shine or a lot of time. When you look at Ben Affleck, Christian Bale, and Michael Keaton, they all have the same thing in common. They're excellent fighters. They got all these gadgets. They got all this technology. You know, they made Batman sort of like Iron Man with all these gadgets and suits and things of that nature. With Michael Keaton, on the other hand, you got to see the intellect side of Batman and the detective side of Batman a lot more than the other Batmans. But I can't put the the Robert Pattinson Batman over. Excuse me, I said Michael Keaton. I really meant Robert Pattinson Batman. You saw the intellect and the detective side of Batman with the Robert Pattinson version of Batman. So I will say this. I feel like Robert, if he does one more movie, and like I said, he has to grow on me, but if he does one more movie and this movie is just as good as the first one, then I would move him a spot up or maybe 2 spots up. He can definitely pass he can definitely pass Michael Keaton, and he can definitely pass. He probably can pass Ben Affleck, but he's going to have to make multiple Batman movies for me to say he was better than Christian Bale. I think Christian Bale played a better Batman than any of these Batmans. Okay. Um, he also played Bruce Wayne, but Bruce Wayne didn't have that much, time in the movie. I think Ben Affleck played a solid Batman, but he also played a a decent Bruce Wayne. But yeah, that's what I feel. I'm pretty sure you guys feel differently, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. But Robert Pattinson, he has a ways to go before we start nominating him Batman. I mean the best Batman. He's going to have to do something extraordinary to surpass the other Batmans. Now, I feel like Robert Pattinson is a better Batman than George Clooney when George Clooney played Batman. I think he's a better Batman than I forgot that guy's name. He was oh my god, he was in that movie with Tom Cruise, Top Gun. Val Kilmer. I think he's a better Batman than him. And George Clooney played 2 Batman movies. He was in 2 Batman movies. And Robert Pattinson's only been in 1 Batman movie. All right. So he has the potential to surpass if he does one more solid Batman movie, I can see him passing Michael Keaton easily. Easy. And maybe definitely Michael Keaton. And maybe Ben Affleck, maybe. But he's got a ways to go to surpass oh my god, I forgot that man's name already. I should go back, but I'm not going to go back and look at it. But y'all know who I'm talking about. He's definitely the Christian Bale. Christian Bale has, out of all those guys, he's the better Batman. But I will say Robert Pattinson, this version of Batman, they're focusing on his intellect and using his detective skills. Now I can't wait for Batman Brave and Beyond. I think that's what it's called. They're gonna also have Robin in this Batman. So I can't wait and see who's gonna be playing that Batman. Now they said in this James Gunn's Batman, he's gonna be a much older Batman. And having Robin as a protege. Now there have been some reports out there that Christian Bale may reprise the role as Batman. And I think Christian Bale is in his 50s. So, you just had Michael Keaton play Batman. And I think Michael Keaton is like 60 or 70 or something like that. So it would not surprise me if Christian Bale comes back as Batman. So we're gonna have to wait and see on that. So yeah. But this goes to the reason why I brought all this up, because Flash came out this weekend, and a lot of people are not too keen on Flash. I was watching Angry Joe, and he talked about how the special effects uh, wasn't that fabulous. They talked about a lot of stuff about the new Flash movie, but they didn't talk necessarily about the script and the story. So I'm thinking that they liked the story, they liked the script, they just didn't like all the other things that are plagued around it, like the special effects, and I don't know. So they wasn't too fond of the new Flash movie. But I'm definitely going to see the new Flash movie. I might just rent it next week instead of going to the movie theaters. I might just rent it. I'm pretty sure it's going to premiere on Amazon. I watched Shazam: Fury of the Gods a couple of months ago, and it was a decent movie, but it wasn't a great movie. And I see why a lot of people didn't like Shazam: Fury of the Gods. Um, but I do not see them making another Shazam movie. I think Zachary Levi. Now he did say James Gunn. He wants to be in the James Gunn DC universe, and he plays a decent Shazam. I don't know if James Gunn thinks the Shazam property is that important to roll out in this first wave of DC movies. Maybe the second wave, and by that time, are you still going to utilize Zachary Levi? He's going to be a lot more older, and those characters are going to be a lot more older, like Billy Madison and all them. So they might have to do a reboot where they just start from fresh. But he did say in the second wave of DC, his second wave, he wants to, I don't know if it's the first wave or the second wave, but he talked about instead of Aquaman, he wants to start off with Green Lantern. Instead of Aquaman and Wonder Woman, he said this first wave, he wants the Batman and Robin. He wants Batman and Robin. He wants Superman. And they're talking about all these other IPs on his first wave that they're going to come out with that. Now, the second wave, he talked about the possibility of Green Lantern making the cut in the second wave, and hasn't talked too much about having bring Wonder Woman back, and he definitely hasn't talked about Aquaman. I think he wants to wait and see when the Aquaman movie premieres this holiday, how potentially good it could possibly be, and how many people really want to see them do another Aquaman as a reboot, or keep the character, or just keep it going, or what they have in the Zack Snyder universe. I don't think none of those characters, I mean Henry Cavill, none of those actors and actresses that premiered in Zack Snyder's universe is going to make their way to the James Gunn universe. I think it's a wrap for any of those guys to transition into his universe. Now, there was talk that Ben Affleck was going to direct some DC movie, but those talks are long and over with, because Ben Affleck said that he's done with superhero movies. Okay, he's just done with them. Okay, so yeah, moving on. I'm gonna be talking about something else, but the reason why I brought that up was about the Flash movie, and how a lot of people talk about how this Flash movie, which premiered this weekend, it ain't hit. It's not as good as what people portraying this movie was going to be. And the first person I saw critique about this is Angry Joe. Now, I don't really trust a lot of stuff that Angry Joe talk about. But when he does his movies, I'm not saying that he's spot on, he's 100% right, but it kind of put a pause on me wanting to go see it today. And it's making me think maybe I should just wait to rent this movie next week. All right, so I don't know. We'll find out. We'll definitely find out. Okay. So, but moving on. All right. Just letting you guys know. All right. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. hit the notification bell, share this content with your friends, family, and followers. If you want to support the channel even further, hit the join membership button. Remember, membership has its privileges as well as its perks. If you want to support the channel even more further, hit me on the Cash App. People that donate on the Cash App will be the stream sponsor. Last week it was Ryan. Well, Ryan actually was the stream sponsor for the past 2 live streams 2 weeks ago. And today's sponsor live stream is The Dream. Now, which by the way, if I haven't told you guys this, go subscribe to The Dream's channel. She does car content. She does vlogs. Very knowledgeable about car shows and things of that nature. So go check her out. She made a couple of YouTube shorts. Go check them out. You will love them. You will definitely love them. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But go check out my girl, The Dream. She's killing it. All right. But she's the stream sponsor because she donated not only to me, but to you guys out there. Okay. To you guys out there, she donated to the community, to the YouTube community. Go check out her latest YouTube short. Tell her I'm Chris Don One sent you. I'm telling you guys, you're going to love this YouTube short. The boys were out and them nipples were out. Them nipples are going to poke your eyes to death if you look at them too close. All right. That's okay. That's all. Okay. That's all I'm going to say. Look, I'm just joking around. Okay. I know she has a significant other. All right. I do apologize if the significant other is listening to this live stream. Just know that these are jokes. I'm just talking about what I see. All right. I'm just talking about what I see. That's as far as it's going to go. All right. But moving on, we're going to talk. We're going to talk about another subject. And it's Sukihana. She's she's this Instagram model, Instagram influencer. She's also a rapper. She was at a show and she was at some event, and I forgot the other guy's name. He tried to kiss her and she rejected him. And Amber Rose was talking about it, saying that he should have been arrested or whatever. And he finally apologized. First and foremost, I want to say this. I'm gonna drop some jewels right now. First and foremost, you should respect everyone's space. All right, male or female. Respect everyone's space. Give everyone the opportunity to have enough space so they can say and do whatever they want to do. And you should never interfere in someone's space unless you get permission from that individual. All right. So everyone, not only respect everyone's privacy, but respect everyone's space. And you'll be good in the hood. You'll be golden. You should never assume just because she makes songs and have sexual content in her songs, just because she does videos and she has sexual content in her music videos, and just because she does OnlyFans, I don't know if she does OnlyFans or not, but I'm pretty sure she does. And she do a lot of provocative videos and pics. That don't necessarily mean that she wants to do something with you, or she's that freely and you can just run up into her and just put your whole tongue down her throat and you can just touch her or anything like that. It doesn't mean that. All right. So you got to respect everyone's privacy. You got to respect everyone's space. And just be like that on the safe side. He did apologize, but he apologized much later. I think personally, people would think that you'll be apologizing for the right reason if you would apologize on the spot instead of waiting. And when you got everybody on social media saying, "Oh man, we need to get this guy. He's a clown. He's this. He's that. He should apologize." You got Whack 100 even talking about it. And now you want to come to the forefront and apologize. it's just not really authentic, and you just apologizing because you got caught more so than you feel sorry about your actions. So yeah, just respect everyone's privacy, respect everyone's space, and you'll be all right. All right. But we can all learn from our mistakes. Similar to like Boosie. He's learning from his mistake. He snitched on himself, and he's learning from that mistake, and he's making the necessarily moves that it's going to take care of his family while he's going to be gone. Okay, I know a lot of people, Charleston White is joking about it and this, that, and the third. And look, there's nothing wrong with trolling somebody and joking about someone's misfortune. But all I'm saying is when you're joyful about someone else's situations, the universe has a way to reward your negative action by giving you negativity. So all I'm saying is, if you want to, if you don't want nothing to be, if you don't want negativity on you, it's just best to be, respectful for someone else's negativity. Because karma is a bitch. That's basically what I'm saying. So yeah. So that's pretty much it, guys. We got 10 minutes. Normally, in the final 5 and 10 minutes, we talk about people's comments. Unfortunately, nobody left no comments. And by the way, even if you watch this live stream on the re-air, you are still allowed to comment. Now, I will read your comment, and if it needs to be, I will I will comment back, or I'll give you a like up, or just let you know that I read your comment. If it's something very interesting, I might even comment back. Okay. But you are allowed to comment. Okay. And like I said, if anyone donates anything to my Cash App, YouTube will be the stream sponsor. Now, as far as the stream sponsor goes, let me do a scenario. Let's just say hypothetically 3 people hit the Cash App and donate. All right. I'm gonna dedicate a live stream to each of those 3 people. Now, if it gets to the point where numerous people are Cash Apping me to be the stream sponsor, then I'm gonna put everybody's name as that stream for next week. All right. So yeah, guys, this has been a very entertaining live stream. Unfortunately, I do not have any comments, and it's all good in the hood. We're going to move on. I will say I just researched Shannon Sharpe saying goodbye. That it was 3 days ago, and that clip, that video, is at 2.2 million. Okay, which they never got views like that, even with Shannon Sharpe on the show. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Be sure to check out my other live streams. I did one with I did two too early for this podcast, I believe last week. So go check those out at your leisure. And that's pretty much it. I'm just trying to ride this thing out, and hopefully somebody will comment. And I just want to keep it at the 2-minute mark. We gotta crank it back up again, folks. We didn't do a 2-hour live stream on the last too early for this podcast. I think it was 40 minutes long, but we're gonna crank it. We're gonna start all over again, and start all over again, start another 2-hour live stream. So that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, I like to thank be sure, while I got you guys here, be sure to check out the Dreams channel. Subscribe and enjoy. You would not be disappointed. She has some excellent content. Also, be sure to check out Just Me Nicole. She's a vlog, a beauty expert. Go check her out. Also, check out Makeup University. She did a live stream a couple of weeks ago. I think she did a live stream yesterday. It was like a 10-minute live stream. Go check her out. She be having some interesting takes and things of that nature. And if anybody has a YouTube channel that they want everyone, if you want me to check out, put it in the link in the comment section. Put your YouTube link in the comment section. I will go there and check it out, see if it's something that I want to continue to watch by subscribing and checking out your videos. So yeah, I kind of want I kind of want like smaller YouTube channels to flourish on YouTube, because if it wasn't for the small YouTube channels, it wouldn't be a lot of content uploaded daily on YouTube. Yes, we have the big time YouTube content creators, but a lot of these big time YouTube content creators don't make content every single day. All right. So you're going to need the smaller YouTube channels to create content to fill in on the days that the bigger ones are not uploading anything. So, so please support the smaller YouTube channels. Also, get at my links in the description below as far as Twitter, Facebook. I'm Chris Down One Podcast, Twitch. I have 2 other YouTube channels. This one, Just My Opinion Podcast, and I'm Chris Down One TV, which I haven't uploaded nothing on I'm Chris Down One TV in I think about 2 weeks. That is subject to change. I'm going to upload something sometime this week or next week. All right. So, like I said, I really do appreciate everyone coming by, those people coming in and out. I wish and I hope that everyone that came in and out momentarily at least hit the like button and shared it with their friends, family, and followers. The people that listen to the re-air of Tyranny for this podcast, could you do your boy a favor? Could you do your boy a solid? Hit the like button. Listen to some interesting entertainment and gossip, and share it with your friends, family, and followers. Okay, so I really do appreciate everyone coming aboard. We're back on our regular journey, our regular grind every Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. That's why we call it Too Early for This Podcast, by the way. And we're about to get out here in a couple of minutes. Want to wait around, see if anybody else wants to come and talk. Oh, by the way, Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice is going to have a new song and a new video called Barbie World or whatever. I think it's probably from the soundtrack of Barbie the movie. So be on the lookout for that. I saw a little snippet of it, and I can't get if I'm going to like it or not. I think that Princess Diana one with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj, that was pretty dope. I kind of like that song, and it's kind of like a catchy song, has a catchy hook to it. So I don't know if this new song with Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj called Barbie World, I don't know if that's going to be sort of like Princess Diana. We're going to have to wait and see. It's going to premiere June something. I think June the 28th, 23rd or 28th, something like that. Anyway, we're going to wait for it. When it drops, okay? On the music scene, I think that Act Bad is going to be the official song for the summer, for the hot girl summer. A lot of girls are going to be pumping that. At first, it wasn't a catchy song. It's got Diddy, Fabulous, and the City Girls. I have never liked anything the City Girls put out. Fabulous. I like Fabulous. Diddy sometime put out some decent music. This is This is above mid. It's not, but I can see why this is gonna be a catchy song because of the hook. Okay, and I kind of like the beat is okay. All right, but other than that, that's gonna be the official song for the Hot Girl Summer until something dethrone it. And I think this new project of Ice Spice and Nicki Minaj possibly may dethrone it. All right. So yeah, go check out I'm Chris Down One podcast. The episode is premiering as we speak. The links are in the description below. Just go to the links in the description below and subscribe and enjoy. You will not be disappointed. I promise you guys. It's your boy, the host with the most. I do not brag or boast. And I'm coming to you guys live from coast to coast. It's your boy. I'm about to sign off. But to just let you guys know one more time for the nation. The stream sponsor is The Dream. The Dream, dedicated to not only to me, but to the whole entire YouTube community. When she uploaded that YouTube short, and she got national exposure for her chest region. Okay. So I had to let her be the stream sponsor. Okay. Last week it was Ryan. Miss Ryan donated to the super chat. If you want to be the next stream sponsor, hit my Cash App. It's I'm Chris Don One. Donate there, and you'll be the sponsor for next week's live stream. Okay, you heard me. So I'm getting up out of here. I'm ghost. I'm gone. I will see you guys same bad time, same bad channel next Saturday, bright, early in the morning, Saturday mornings. It's your boy. I'm up out of here. I really do appreciate my time here. I will talk to you guys on the flip side of things. Really do appreciate everyone coming in. When you come in, hit the like button and stay a spell, okay? I'm up out of here. Deuces. I'm out, guys. I'm out.